Welcome back to the channel. This is more of a tip when I play in 7 or when I play in any other called odd time. I said quote unquote because it might be odd time for us as a Western society, but in other parts of the world, this is just the same as 4/4. So after the lesson I just recorded, I was just jamming a little bit in 7, so something came to mind and I wanted to share shortly on how I approach odd time. Later, I might do a longer lesson explaining more specifics, but let's check out what I just did. That was a brief example of me playing in 7. All I wanted to demonstrate is ways to move the 1 around the beat, particularly when I play in whatever people call odd time. I like to move the 1 around in my limbs so it doesn't feel so stiff and so robotic all the time. And I just wanted to point out that I learned this from Terry Lynn Carrington when I was at Berkeley. She kind of parsed that in my head, so I started experimenting with different things. Let me see if I can give you a quick example. What I'm going to do now is going to attempt to play and notice how I don't go always. But rather, what I do is to move it around, like I said, move it around. Sometimes, I put on the kick, sometimes on the right hand, sometimes on the left, sometimes playing over the bar line. One important thing whenever you're playing any odd time is learn the bass line or the motive. There's always some kind of motive behind, so you can play around it without thinking too much about the 1. I call it floating in 7 or in 9, whatever we're playing. Quick example of that. So as you can see, I moved it around. Sometimes I go 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or in the hi-hat or ride or toms, whatever, or even ghost notes sometimes. I'm always aware of where the 1 is, but sometimes I play over the bar line and I do all kinds of crazy things. But again, I've done it for a long time. So I feel like that way helps me to play in 7 in a more fresh kind of approach, a more open approach, where the 1 is not always marked. So that way you're not feeling that stiffness. When playing odd time. All right, everyone. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for looking at this tip. I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with a friend, turn on the bell notification buttons, and if you find my content helpful, please consider buying me a coffee.